Hi everyone, welcome to our Crazy Craft Scotland at Halloween. It's Fiona here and I just thought since it's such a spooky day I would show you all my spooky makes from the last wee while. So let's get into it. Yes, as you can see, this this was actually a page from my Halloween mandalas colouring book that I coloured in. I had been going to use it on one of my mats. I was going to do a Halloween version of my mat, but then I decided to do the diamond painting instead. So you have already seen this, but this is my most recent diamond painting for Halloween. And I'm just sitting it there against the wall. And up here we have got a little bit of Halloween bunting that I made. Now, these are all, again, pictures from the Halloween mandala book, which is this book. I've showed it before. It was my favourite colouring book of the moment. And basically, I just coloured each of the pictures in, cut them out, stuck them to some cardboard and then fussy cut around them and put some black wool through them to make just a little bit of Halloween bunting that I think is quite effective. And I've got my Halloween pumpkin there. I didn't make that, but it is very cute, the tea light holder, and you've seen my blueberry candle before. And over here with my little pumpkin lights, I have got my Happy Halloween crochet blanket. Now, I actually made this last year, but I just dug it out for the season, 'tis the season and all that. So at the bottom we've got a pumpkin, we've got a haunted house, we've got a ghostie, we've got the witch's legs, and up there it says Happy Halloween. You can't see the happy because I've had to tuck it under things. It's the only way I could get it to stay up. And we got a spider up there too. Happy Halloween! And the most exciting thing of all is I have actually done my first spread in my junk journal, and it's a Halloween one, yay! So let's see. I should actually say spreads because I've got 3 double pages worth. Now, what I want you to bear in mind is it's my first ever junk journal, so I've never done anything like this before. It's an altered book. I've shown it a couple of times before as I've been progressing through it. The other thing is that I don't have a lot of resources, so I've not got any Halloween dies or die cuts. I've not got any Halloween stamps. I've not got any Halloween papers. So basically I have been as resourceful as possible, as I like to be on this channel. And over the last month or so, I've been collecting anything in a magazine that looks like it could be Halloween related. And this is what I've came up with. So page number 1, I'll stand it up. Page number 1. So all I've done here is I have painted the actual book page red, so all the writing, the original writing's still there. The haunted house that's there, that was in a free magazine that we got. We've got like a local advertiser that comes out as a magazine every month or so, and that was in there. There's a few pictures from that in here. And what I did was I cut some Halloween related words out of my Halloween mandalas book, and I had just inked them up a bit and popped them in here. So we've got bats, skulls, cats, pumpkins, spooky Halloween scenes. We've got haunted houses on the haunted house. We've got Halloween anxiety. I like that one because who doesn't feel anxious when the ghosts and ghouls are out and about? Spooky ghosts and spiders. So that is the first page, nice and simple. Now if we go to this page, I have basically put on this background here is from, it's a book that I got out the charity shop ages ago, and I thought it looked quite spooky. The lanterns look a bit like ghosts, and there are actually candles there on the table, but you can't see them because of this down here. And this down here is a pocket. Now I have used just a scrap piece of paper that you'll see later on. I actually made my own sort of textured and coloured paper using tomato sauce and water, would you believe? So the pocket is made out of that, and I've just collaged it with, again, this was pictures that I found in the free magazine that was in, and so was this actually. This was a big community spread, and this here was actually a packet from Mini Rolls. So there was a spooky tree and there was some scary words and things like that. So I put the spooky tree there, and that Dare You Try was part of that as well, but I'll show you that in a minute. This Trick or Treat in the middle, this again was from the Halloween Mandalas book, so I just coloured that in and made that the focal point of my pocket. And so we've got the Dare You Try there is a bit of interest. Oh, dare I try what? Will I dare trying to lift it out? Boo! So here we have got just a bit of black card with the word boo on it. Now again, the boo was from my Halloween book. I've just coloured that in, fussy cut round it and stuck it on this black card. The Dare You Try is taped on with some black ribbon, and on the other side we have actually got a fact card about autumnal attire and where Halloween evolved from. I'm not going to read it all just now, but it's basically just a little, this was out of that free magazine as well. So it was just paper magazine, so I stuck it onto the black card before I put the boo on, and I just inked round it in a sort of yellowy orange ink. So that's just a little fun fact card that goes in that pocket. And also in the pocket, oh, what's this funny bit of rope sticking out here? Oh, let's pull it and see what happens. And we've got Halloween. We have got a journaling tag. So again, the sculpted pumpkin was from the same magazine. I've just collaged some extra paper and things on it. This was a normal brown craft tag, and I've just collaged black paper on it. I cut the word Halloween out of, I believe that was out my mandala book as well. So I just cut the letters out individually and stuck it round to say Halloween. Up here, the orange paper is the same as that. So the rest of this was basically a spider's web and a spider, but you couldn't really see the spider's web and spider very well. So I took my green glitter glue. There's a mouthful. Green glitter glue. That's a good tongue twister. And I just went over the web shape and the spider shape with that. And if we turn it over, I have fussy cut more pictures that I cut out of it, that I coloured in, of a bat and a gravestone. And we've got plenty of journaling space there. That was just a piece of notepaper that I stuck on the back of the tag so that I've got some room to do some journaling. So that is everything for that spread. I'll tuck these back in. And then if I turn over, I quite like this spread. So again, Trick or Treat. This was out of this book here, which is Peculiar Pumpkin Stencils. Now I got this from Cherries, but you can get it in like the pound shop and things. And it's basically stencils that you're meant to take the black bit out and use what's left as a stencil. However, they were stuck so hard I kept ripping the page, and I actually quite liked the silhouette look. So rather than using it as a stencil, I took the inside of the stencil out and stuck it to my page. Now this is what I was talking about with the tomato sauce. So I took that just plain copy paper and I mixed some tomato sauce up with water and dabbed it all over the paper just to make it wet and to give it a sort of orangey colour. And then I squirted tomato sauce directly onto the paper, and I just took some kitchen roll and dabbed it all over just to get a bit of textured effect, which I think is quite nice. It's quite spooky. Oh, I meant to say actually, I inked round the edge of this page in purple just to stick with a sort of purple theme round here. Sorry, that just popped into my head. So yeah, that is a piece of just normal copy paper that's been coloured with tomato sauce. So I just ripped that. I didn't want to cut it neatly. I ripped round it, stuck it to the book page. I put my Trick or Treat, now the T for trick I actually ripped accidentally, so I decided to use the same T and make it the Trick or Treat, and I thought that was quite effective. And the witch is also from the stencil book, and the black cat is from my mandalas book. I just coloured that in and fussy cut round it, and as you can see, I have used little quite bright gems for the inside of the R and the O and the A. The A looks a bit like a blood drop. I put a green eye on the witch. The bat eye coloured and fussy cut as well. I put some yellow eyes on the bat, and I put some green eyes on the cat. Now that's all just from gems that I had left over from a diamond painting. And then, as you can see, I've just inked round the edge of the page there as well, just to blend it all in. Now this page, we have another interactive page. So the black paper, this was actually from a different book that I was altering for something else, and I had ripped all the paper out and kept it. So the black paper was one of the pages, and as soon as I saw it, I thought that'll be good for Halloween. So I kept that. And part of one of the paragraphs in the same chapter said too spooky. So I thought I'm going to keep that as well. So I kept the two of them together specifically for Halloween. And again, the hand coming out of the grass, that's from my mandalas book. So I coloured that in, just cut round the circle and stuck it on the page. Down here, we have a couple of pumpkins. Again, I coloured them in and fussy cut them out. And I have stuck them to these little bits of, it's actually leftover canvas from my diamond painting. So I basically just stuck it to that so that we could lift the flap. And if we lift it, we've got, ooh, ghosts. Again, my tomato sauce paper and words out of my mandala book. Sorry, it's not focusing very well. I don't know what's up with it. And if you lift this one, it says monsters. I should really have covered them, the back of them with something, but I didn't think about it until it was too late. But that's okay, that doesn't matter. So yeah, we've got the interactive flaps there, and we also have got boo sticking out of the side. So what will we do with that? Let's pull it and see what it is. If it's not stuck, pull this and see what happens. Ooh, we've got another tag. So this is actually the same boo that is on, it's the same boo that is on there, but they actually look very different, don't they, depending on how you colour them. So yep, it's the same boo, and I've just coloured it differently, obviously, and fussy cut round it. Now the tag I have collaged, it was a white tag, and I've just put a few layers of black paper on it, and I've deliberately made them slightly uneven down here so that you can see different layers, and I left it white deliberately as well. And I have stuck onto that. This is all stuff that I've fussy cut out of my mandala book. So my moon and clouds, I fussy cut and coloured them in. My bat, that's actually silver gel pen, but you can't, can you see it? It's a glitter silver gel pen that's on there. The two ghosts I fussy cut, but obviously left them white. I like this, the grave and the hand coming out of the ground, they were actually separate pictures, and I just put them together because I think it looks quite effective like that. And down the bottom we've got some bones. We've got a dog head, some broken bones, and just a skull. So I quite like that. And if we turn it over, again, we've got some journaling space, and there's the rest of the spare canvas that I've used on there. That was right up and down the side of this diamond painting, and I put that in there because it's a reminder of me actually completing this diamond painting for this Halloween. And beside it there's some journaling space, and I've just black inked round the edge just to make it blend in a bit more. So yeah, the reason I put the boo there is just to draw your attention to the tag. Now this side pocket is actually the result of two pages that are glued together, and when you look inside you can see the actual pages. So what I did was I just took some orange paper from that free magazine and stuck it down there because you could see the writing there, and I didn't like that. So yep, that is my little tag in my side tuck of the glued together pages. And then my last two pages, we have this one here, which again I've just left off the writing on the page as normal, but I've put some dark blue ink over it. I've just basically took my ink dauber and daubed some ink. That's not very technical, is it? But you know what I mean. Just to give it the sort of feeling of the sky And then this haunted house was out of the stencil book again, so I just put the house on there, but instead of taking the inserts out there, I just coloured them in a luminous yellow, so it's like there's lights on in the house. Now, I deliberately didn't want to do too much to this page because I didn't want to overload it. There's already a lot on the page as it is, and I didn't want to overload it too much in case I might even add some more stuff into this wee pocket. And then on this final page, I do think it's a bit busy looking at it. However, again, we learn, although it's the last page in the book, it was actually the first page that I did. So we have got this paper here. It was tomato sauce dyed again, but this was without the extra squelches on it. This was just the tomato sauce mixed with water on this paper. So it's not quite as obvious as that. It's a little bit more subtle. Then onto that, I decided to put a pocket, and the pocket is made from this Happy Halloween, and again that was out of the free book, and that is a continuation of that and that. You see, I've been very resourceful, I did tell you. So I basically used the Happy Halloween page, and I did a bit of collaging on top. This purple sky with the black bats, and where it says pumpkin patch. These were all from the same packaging, the mini rolls. It's like spooky rolls or something, that was on, and also the tree from there, the scary tree. So I basically cut that packaging up and used it on a few different pages. The graves have been coloured and fussy cut from a mandala book. The words carving the perfect Halloween pumpkin, that was actually from the same article as that. Again, just split it up. And that was the headline from it as well, creative carving. So I used both in the same collage. I put another one of the hands coming out of the grave, which is the same as that one, just coloured different. So that's that one, and that's that one, same book. And I stuck it to some black card, I stuck that on the orange, and then on top of that, this was from the same piece as that was. And again, the graves I've just coloured and fussy cut. I've stuck some more black paper there. So just a general collage of bits and pieces that I had collected. Now, we have got, like I said, this is a pocket. So where it says fun facts, these are more fact cards, the same as was in the other pocket. So we've got some black ribbon here. Let's pull this out. Hey! And it says rare full moon, and it's got some information about the fact that the last time there was a full moon on October the 31st was 2001, and before that it was 1955. The next one won't occur until 2039. In fact, the 21st century will only see 6 full moons on October the 31st. So there you go. And Brooke has just told me, tell me, what is it?
It's a blue moon.
A blue moon, which means?
So it's basically the second full moon in a month.
Ah, blue moon. That's what the dog's thinking I'm singing. You saw me standing alone. So if we turn this over. Oh, scary pumpkin, Halloween. So basically, the fun facts was out of the free magazine again. So it was magazine paper. I've just stuck it to a bit of card, and I have inked the card slightly. The card was from packaging from something. Oh, actually, the card was from the packaging that the mini rolls were in. So I've inked that, stuck on a pumpkin that I've coloured and fussy cut, and then the word Halloween and some black ribbon. I can't remember where that came from. So there's that goes in this little pocket, but behind that pocket we've got another surprise. Look, ooh, something else that I've coloured and fussy cut. So you don't actually see that until you take the card out. And the paper here that I have made this other pocket out of was about pumpkin seeds, how you roast pumpkin seeds and carving pumpkins and things. So it's quite appropriate. And then up here it says fun facts. Okay, what is this fun fact? Woo, woo. Can't do it left-handed. So we take this out and it says Spooky Halloween. And this is a pumpkin fun fact. All about how you started using pumpkins at Halloween. And then turn it over, there's another fussy cut pumpkin and 31st of October. So that goes back in there, and at the top of the page I've just used some more of the black ribbon to tie in with that. So yeah, it does look a little bit busy, but it was my first attempt at collaging, and it's not too bad given the fact it's my first attempt. And that is it, I think. Yes, that is it. So a quick recap, we've got our haunted house page there on red paint with some Halloween words. We've got our trick or treat pocket with a tag and a little fun fact card that says boo. We've got our trick or treat witch and cat. We've got another interactive page with the lifty up pumpkins and the boo tag and the hand coming out the ground. We've got our haunted house there, and we've got our collaged double pocket. So that is everything for this video. I just wanted to show you our spooky Halloween. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If so, please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to comment down below. I love hearing from you, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye!
Happy Halloween!